Hi, welcome to our third video. In this video, we will show you how you can execute a buy order on the TWS platform, which is the trader workstation for interactive brokers. So right now, we have seen how each of these different panels actually work in our previous panels. So I'll just jump right in to show you how you can execute a buy order for the stocks that you are interested in. So do take note that for this video, it is shown as an illustration of how we can use the TWS platform, but not a recommendation to say that currently the stock is a good buy or a good sell. So please do your own due diligence before you decided to execute a buy or a sell for any stocks that you are interested in. So for today, we'll be looking into Apple because Apple has just released their latest Apple product, and then we think that it is a very good opportunity for us to buy Apple as the share price may go higher if the products keep on selling like hotcakes. So now here, we already clicked on Apple. So here is already shown Apple. So let's do an example. If I click on Intel, so here everything is shown as Intel. So let's click back on Apple. Okay, so right now you see here position 20. So it means that currently in my portfolio, I've actually purchased 20 shares of Apple previously. So that's why here position shows as 20. But if let's say I choose Intel, which I currently does not have any positions or any shares, it will show as 0. So let's go back to Apple. So because I already purchased 20 shares and I think that I still want to buy more Apple shares. So I'll come here to the order entry panel, and then decided to buy some Apple shares. So here you have to take note that the button here is buy, and the submit button here is already blue in color. But if let's say you wanted to sell, you have to click here, and then the submit button becomes red. So in interactive brokers platform, red means sell, blue means buy. Okay, so now let's look to the next part, which is the limit. So here there's a limit order and also a market order. So for this video, I'll show you how you can execute a limit order and also how you can execute a market order. So what's the difference between these two? As a limit order, if you're not sure what is it, you can point to the question mark and then click onto it. And here there's a simple explanation that what is a limit. This one means that the share price will be filled according to the price that you have decided to set on. Whereas for market order, it means that this order will be filled in quickly based on the current market, what it's offering at the moment. So here we'll click on limit. And before I move on, you might be curious that why does my order entry panel look slightly different than yours? You can actually set to this simplified version, go to the spanner, and then click on settings. And then you'll be able to see that there's 3 different types. So for all default interface, it will show as interactive. But for me, I find that this part is not useful for me and I find it a bit distracting. So I decided to use a simplified version, which is currently what I'm using. So once you have decided which you wish to use, then you click on apply, then OK. But because mine is already currently simplified, so I just proceed to cancel. Okay, so now let's get back in. So for right now, I decided to execute a limit order on Apple. So I have to decide how many shares that I wanted. So currently here, the default is 100. So in order to change it, you can change it according to here. So if you find that here does not display the amount of shares that you wish to purchase, you can actually type it in here. So for Apple, I decided to buy another 30 shares to make it 50 shares that I own. And you will notice here, 5.1k is actually the amount you have to pay for the Apple shares. But because you have not put in the price that you wanted, so this one is just an estimation. So currently, Apple, you can come here to the last price, which is the current price, or you also can refer to here. So these are the places you can refer to Apple, that how much is Apple selling at the moment. So we can see that currently it's $172.20. So maybe we should put, let's say, I think Apple, I want to buy Apple around 170. So here you can see that you click onto it, and then you just scroll down to look for 170. Okay, here's 170. Or another way that you can immediately type in 170. So here it will also show 170. So you can either choose to scroll it down or you can type it in. So this is how you put in the pricing. And then next, here is you decided whether you wanted the order to be executed within the day or GTC. GTC means good till cancelled. So the difference between these two is that for day, the order will be active on the same day until the market closes. So that means as long as the market is still open, this order is considered active. But once the market closed, then the order will be cancelled. But it will be cancelled if it's not filled within that day. But for GTC, the order will remain active until the order is being filled, or we decided to cancel this order. So that means even though after the market closes, the order is still active. So for limit, we will choose GTC, good till cancelled, because whenever you execute a buy order, there's a commission. We do not want to see that when the day ends but the order is not filled, then we are being charged a commission. But unless you think that I just only wanted to make sure that the share is being executed within the day, then we will choose day for the order. But for now, we will choose GTC. And for this video, we will not talk more in advance, because advance is some of the different strategies that you can use. But due to have a shorter video, we will not be sharing about advance in this video. So once you check here, everything looks good, then you can click on submit. So submit here, there's another order confirmation window that pops up. So you have to double confirm on the order they have placed on. So you decided to buy 30 shares of Apple with limit order, and this is the limit price that you have set. And the time enforced is GTC. So the amount is this amount. So here the commission is about $1. So this is the amount that you have to pay in order to purchase 30 shares of Apple. So here the balances is actually referring to the account amount that you currently have. And also position is the amount of shares that you have. So currently I own 20 shares, but I decided to add on 30. So if the order has been executed, I will own 50 shares. So right now, once everything is clear, you can click on transmit. Okay, so here it will show that when the order will be automatically cancelled by the system. It will be cancelled by the system on 3rd of 31st next year, 2024. Okay, so when you place GTC, does not mean that the order will remain forever on the platform. There's actually a time limit set by the system, or we proceed to cancel ourselves. Okay. Okay, so when you have executed a buy order on the share, it will appear onto the activity panel. So you can see here orders, and this green arrow means that the order is still active. And here the action is buy limit at this price, and the quantity has not been filled, which is 30 shares has not yet been filled. So once it's been filled, then here will show how much the amount is being filled. But if let's say after you've executed the buy order, you think that maybe I don't really want to buy Apple, you can proceed here to click cancel. So this is how you execute a limit order. And if let's say you decided to buy some shares, like right now it looks good and I don't want to miss the vote, then this is when we will use a market order. That means we will get into the position immediately. But do take note that sometimes when you place a market order, even though right now the price looks good, like let's say currently the price is around like $16, then I say that, oh, $60 is a good price, I want to go and buy at this price. However, when the order has been executed, it may not be filled at 16. It may be filled, maybe if you got lucky, could be lesser than 16, but sometimes it could be higher than 16. So do take note that for market order, the order will be executed according to the current market price. Okay, so we already bought Apple, so now let's illustrate on Intel. Okay, so for Intel, let's say I wanted to execute a market order. So here we click on market. So for now, maybe Intel looks good, it has a future because currently AI is quite popular, and also it's high in demand for semiconductors. So maybe I'll go a bit bullish onto it. That means I'm positive about the market. So I decided to buy 100 shares of Intel. So this is the amount of money that I have to pay according to the market price. And then we can choose either GTC or day. So let's try day for this example. And then you see here, once everything looks okay, then I'll click on submit. So again, another order confirmation will appear, and then you also double check on everything. And then here is the estimated amount that you may need to pay according to the current share price. Okay. So here is the balances that you have in your account. So here is the position. So after the order has been executed, you'll be owning 100 shares of Intel. So once everything is okay, you click on transmit.
Order partially filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
Okay. So earlier on, you heard that partially filled means that among the 100 shares, maybe 50, 20 shares has been filled. But then follow up, you heard the sound order filled. So that means all of the shares, 100 shares that I placed on market, order has been filled. So once it's being filled, you can see here there's a tick. So that means the order has been filled. And this is the price that it was being filled, $35.81. Okay. So another thing is that you can also click on trades to see that what trades has been executed. So here currently Intel has already been executed at $35.81. But whereas for Apple, because currently the order has not yet been filled, so the order is still active. So trade shows what has already been executed. And summary is in total that what action has you been done on to this shares. So whether have you executed a buy or a sell, because within the day people might wanted to buy the shares, and then when they see the price increases suddenly and they decided to sell. So you will realize that here trades will keep track all of the orders that has been executed, and it could be a bit messy or a bit distracting. So here summary will be nicely shows that in total what action has been done on this company, whether how many buys and sell, and then how many positions do you have currently after all this action has been done. So currently there's net 100. So let's check on our portfolio. Apple has not yet been executed, so it still remains as 20, because you can see here in the activity panel, it's still not yet executed. But then I've already purchased Intel for 100 shares, so here appears as 100. Okay, so these are the difference between a limit order and a market order when you execute a buy order on TWS platform. Okay, so with that, I'll end this video for today on how to execute a buy order. So we will see you in our next video on how you can execute a sell order on TWS platform. So thank you.